Hey, nerds. Join us on Discord and hit that subscribe button.
Hey, nerds.
Hey, nerds.
We just have a few announcements before the episode today. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us for Comic-Con and Gen Con.
What a fun time. So thanks so much for being there with us. And if you weren't there with us, then you'll see the episodes shortly. Hopefully.
All things being even. That's the hope. And it's going to be cool stuff going forward.
And if you saw him live, don't give spoilers.
True dat.
Real nerds don't spoil things for other nerds.
True. And we all know that you're the real ones. But yeah, we're so grateful for those who were able to be there. We are also grateful to our Patreon subscribers.
That's true.
So please do join our Patreon if you have the means.
The contribution has helped us immensely. We're going to work on some new merch in the coming months. So that's something to look forward to. And Patreon helps us with that. Patreon helped us get to Gen Con and Comic-Con this year.
If you're somebody who's like, I hope you can come out further east, like that's Patreon is the main way we can do that. Keeps the show going and growing, as I like to say.
And that's it.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it. I think that can be it.
I think that could be it. We'll see it. See you in a second. Here we are. I'm Kellic.
Flynn. Zika.
Alma.
And I'm your DM, Seth. Welcome to Venture Forth. Okay. My heart, my little heart.
I'm so lightheaded.
I know.
Ew, my little heart.
All right, guys. When last we left our heroes, together, alongside their friends, the agents of repair stepped into the city center of Primordia to put an end to Corvin Amberstone. You engaged in combat with the ancient Lich and pitted yourselves against his dark magics, those of his arcane assistants, and his many undead servants. One by one, you brought down his mages, disrupted Corvin Amberstone's attempts to maintain his focus on the ritual that would bring about the portal leading him to Vasronath's prison. You buffed yourselves against his efforts, absorbed his spells, shattered his focus, banished his mages, and incinerated his undead servants. And in the end, you used the many weapons this abomination has stolen from previous enemies to bring about his demise. The artifacts of power that belonged to the heroes of Elbor, who long ago defeated the cult here, now worn by this new generation of heroes, were called upon. And in the end, Corvin's manipulation of the many souls he has taken were met and answered with the crystalline call of the Horn of Summons, as all of those same dead were brought back to fight one last time. Alongside the heroes of old, and some family come back to finish the job. Together, you brought an end to the Lich and cult leader who has so long plagued Elbor. And after saying some goodbyes, the silence of past battle came over you all, and you sat before this tear in Elbor, and a plea was made. You all sit here at the pinnacle of the ziggurat as Kellic reaches to his amulet and calls upon Famir. You don't feel anything, but you hear gentle claps as a figure emerges from one of the buildings to the side. Yeah. You see this figure walk forward, pull back a hood. You see lavender-hued skin, silver hair, and deep lavender eyes, almost black, that shine with a cruel foresight. You hear a voice in your heads, though her lips never move. You've come quite far, all of you. As the voice of Edriel seeps into your minds. As someone who has stood at the precipice you now stand at, I appreciate your tenacity. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to continue. Soon now, she looks up at the sky. He will break free. And only by allowing his prison to crumble may we then craft a new one for him. This cage was crafted by other vessels for the power we now hold. And so we cannot repair it. We will allow him to break free from his bonds, and then we will deal with him. Your handling of the Lich was admirable. Best now to leave this portion to your betters. You see a series of bright flashes. Red, orange, sky blue, and verdant green, as 4 other figures join the battlefield. First, appearing in bright, vibrant red, like the depths of 1,000 forges, a hulking half-orc, clad in molten iron armor. His hammer roars with flame. Sparks fall from his shoulders like embers from a forge. You see the air ripple around him with heat. And as he appears distantly, you hear the sound of 1,000 hammers on 1,000 anvils, the heat of 1,000,000 forges buried in his eyes. Sidriel. In a flash of deep verdant green, a red tiefling, draped in robes of leaf and bone. Flowers bloom behind him where he steps, but die almost immediately. He is balance. And around him, a silence, deep as the most ancient groves here on Elbor. You hear a twinkle of music as an elven woman with obsidian hair that flows into staves, that moves in time with the music around her. Her eyes shimmer, and her voice, she says, "Hello," echoes out in musical whimsy. And finally, a human man, dark leathers, a cloak of burnt orange and dusklight. Ash falls gently from him, and his eyes reflect every soul he has judged, and every soul he still mourns. As the 5 new gods come to the battlefield.
Zachriel, you know this is folly. You can't defeat the outcast. You let him loose now. There's no putting him back.
And Zachriel turns to you. We've seen this play out. I just don't know if there's another way. He gets out, one way or the other.
Then do what you believe in. Make the choice. Save Elbor.
Don't you see, Kellic? That's what we're trying to do. We'll save whatever we can. But you don't know what you're up against.
Let us try.
You can't just start the cycle again.
Kelly, didn't you say that the new gods are more about letting us have our free will? Letting us make our choices? Let us try. Give us a choice. Give us a chance.
Zachriel looks to you. Looks to you.
You made me a promise. Through an elf. Back in the Shadowed Wood. That the power would go back to the people of Elbor. How can it do that if you allow this to happen?
Was that your plan the whole time? And you felt that you could give us free will because in the end we would all die, so it didn't matter.
We ascended because they interfered too much. They allowed our home to burn, all the people we loved. We were the only 5 left.
So you leave that fate to the next group. That's all you're doing. Creating your future downfall today.
And letting it burn all we love.
So it can burn again.
End the cycle.
Edriel steps forward. At what cost, child? Say we do. Say we try to end the cycle. What cost will Elbor bear in the interim? What fate do we condemn it to? A world with no gods? No divinity? Nothing to manage the balance? Nothing to intervene?
I don't think so. I think there's more than even we know.
And it wasn't gods that defeated the Lich today. It wasn't gods that have done all we've done to fix this broken world. The Agents of Repair is a moniker that can extend beyond this group. This world is ready to save itself. And I look to the dust goblins around us,
who have slowly kind of like encroached in now, looking at this new variable on the battlefield. You see as the full 200 some odd members of the Dustcaller tribe have sort of formed this kind of semicircle, this ring around this central ziggurat. As you atop the ziggurat look down at these 5 figures, you look at all of them.
I've spoken to Famir. And she has accepted the way this is played out. She is ready to relinquish control, to see what the world is capable of.
The war is ending. We're ready to combine our forces against whatever will come.
You do not understand what comes.
You don't understand.
I have seen it. I have brushed up against his power. It rivals our own.
It exceeds yours.
So we need to end it.
What chance do you think you have compared to us? Yes, your fallen lady has some power that she will relinquish whether she wishes to or not.
We got this far. And we're willing to try.
And we don't need to do it by ourselves. If you all will look at yourselves, look at your reflections, and see us, see the old gods. Imagine old gods, new gods, and the Agents of Repair. You think the Seer doesn't fear that? How did this all start, if not for that?
I'm gonna turn to look at the other 4. And what say you? You let her speak for all of you?
I would like all of you to roll a persuasion check.
I'm not good at those.
Do you have a thing?
No one has anything. It's all gone.
It's all gone.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god, no. Oh, one off.
Hey.
So yeah, that's good. That's almost as best as I can do. That's so perfect.
Everybody roll?
If I may,
Yeah.
I'd like to use my inspiration.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Or whatever, too.
Oh my
God.
god! It's the same thing.
No.
Well,
Can you add guidance
Well,
to it to
that's
help
fate.
with the
That's
average?
Fate is fate.
Fate is fate.
Okay.
Do you want to bless?
Or bless?
Or
Fine.
not a-
I've already used guidance, I
Guidance?
think, on myself today. And
Oh, you can
I
only
get
react
the one
one at a time?
Yeah.
One a day?
One.
I think my reaction isn't going to give you that many.
It's
so,
okay. It's
yeah.
okay.
It's all right.
It's still okay.
It's fine.
We rolled pretty well, I think.
I rolled very well, so.
Okay.
19 plus 0 is a 19.
25.
25.
12.
Okay.
You see as a glance passes between Zachariel and the elvish woman. Not the drow appearing, the one who's surrounded by music, who you know now as Latiel. You see just a mere glance pass between them. No words are spoken. Edriel's face grows hard. You have come this far, and for that I applaud you. But you are alone, and you will go no further.
It was you, wasn't it?
Whatever do you mean, child?
You sent the Ravagers after us. You didn't want us to even get this far. You tried to kill us before we even met the Weaver.
Zachriel shifts. Turns to Edriel. Is that true? Edriel turns to Zachriel. I interfered. Yes. You do not understand the dangers you move towards. You do not understand the power at play.
You don't want us. You know you have seen that we can do this. And you don't want it to happen. Why else would you try to stop it so soon? Stop us from being exactly here.
You see a flicker of rage across her face.
Girl, I can flicker with rage too.
As from the lips of a child, the accusation flows. Zachriel turns. She speak truth, Edriel. Enough. Perhaps you're right. It matters not. And then she steps forward. She raises her hands. And a voice cuts across the expanse you find yourselves on. Clear and strong. There's one thing you forget, child. And you know this voice.
Yeah.
As you feel the warmth and the light, as Famir appears out of the light and stands next to Kellic. They are not alone. And we have held this power far longer than you.
Oh, she's calling her child.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. You see as 4 smashes of light appear. As 4 figures, 4 new figures, walk out onto the battlefield. Clad in robes woven from threads of the dawn and the dusk, Famir stands with obsidian hair flowing behind her in a wind that only she can feel. Sculpted with serene severity, her lips set in judgment, and her eyes are alight, aglow with her starlight and her moonlight and her radiance. She is the dawn's resolve, unyielding, ancient, and incandescent with purpose. And her gaze falls upon the usurpers. You see appearing in red and teal, towering in golden bronze armor, laced with cerulean and turquoise, Fenra stands like a storm, barely held at bay. A radiant tower shield rests on one arm, a dragon-headed spear crackles in the other, and firelight pours from the joints in her armor. She is justice unshaken, a veteran of 1,000 battlefields, come for one final war. You see an elvish man of deep topaz skin, his form glowing subtly from underneath as light shifts beneath it. Fire dances just beneath his flesh. Around him, arcs of purple plasma, humming with barely restrained energy. His eyes shift through every hue of the rainbow, color in constant motion, alive with potential. He is magic's steward, and tonight, his flame burns for war. You see a third figure, a fourth now. An elvish woman, deeply tanned skin, wild mane of hair that falls down past the shoulders, sewn with flowers and vines, a cloak of vines, wildflowers, bone and pelts that falls out behind her and seems to almost vanish into infinity. A great bird rests on her shoulder, shaped like a phoenix. As Ilduria makes her presence known, And lastly, short, broad in stature, a familiar figure. A short dwarf with a long white beard, a wide face. His deep-set eyes shimmer with ancient sorrow.
Holy shit.
His robes crawl with living script, scrolling ink that writes and rewrites itself in forgotten tongues, and the air around him hums with the weight of truths too vast to speak aloud, as a fortune teller from Blackpool.
King.
The god Atir.
I knew this! I knew it!
I love it so much. I love it.
The god Atir makes his presence known.
In this moment,
Yeah.
that they've all arrived.
They've all arrived.
Does it seem like the new gods may be a little distracted from us to looking at the new gods?
Oh, like,
They're like, they see the new gods arrive. Did they maybe avert their attention from us?
Oh, the new gods.
Yeah.
So the new gods, are they a little distracted?
From me.
Oh, they're from you guys. Yeah. They, like, their focus is now on these other 5.
While this happens, I see it coming. I kind of know that they were coming to help us. I'm gonna just like kind of slowly drop to one knee and put my hands together, and you see as the golden chain around my arm starts to flicker and glow, and bits of ash flicker off it. I'd like to pray to Zachriel.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know how. Flynn doesn't know how. I'm just gonna kneel down and be like, just think to myself, and I'm just gonna say, Zachriel, you know how this ends. It'll be just like all the other times. Help us. And then I stand back up.
Okay. Zachriel's head cocks. That's all you see.
When the old gods land, after I take them in, took you long enough.
You see as Laurus looks over to you and winks.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
And as I see them all, I'm going to reach up to my glowing pendant that I've worn for forever, that broke at one point and was repaired. And I'm going to reach around and I'm going to untie it from my neck, and I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it in my pocket.
I'm just side-eyeing the shit out of Atir.
All right. As you look over, you see as he looks at you. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Good to see you.
Yeah, he looks to you as well, and you see just the slightest smile tip up at the corner of his mouth. As my colleague was saying, we do not come alone. And you hear the sky tear open.
Angels?
With a chorus like cracking thunder,
No.
the heavens shatter.
No.
Searing streaks of light rip across the sky, tearing through the blue with bone-rattling booms. And they strike the sand and the stone around you like falling stars. Dozens, perhaps hundreds. The ground heaves and the air distorts, and from the craters emerge the host of the high mountain.
Oh!
Clad in armor of silver, gold, and storm-tempered iron, the angels of the old gods, recruited once again, found and gathered, emerge. White flame dances along pauldrons and greaves. Wings span the spectrum, from sun-pure white to molten bronze to the iridescence of mother of pearl. Some are alabaster skin, but they are all shades, all people, with hair like molten silver, starlight, or slivers of the night sky. Some seem born from the elements themselves, creatures of stone and wood. Others walk like beasts, lupine, ursine, avian, all manner of creatures of the high mountain come here to stand with their gods and their creators. And from among them, 2 figures burn brighter than the rest, or call your attention, I should say. Standing nearly 15 feet tall, arriving at the base of the pyramid as he stands, his form appears forged rather than born, a weapon shaped in heaven's deepest forge. His skin is burnished mahogany, deep and dark, streaked with veins of molten gold. 8 wings of blinding white blaze from his back, each feather pulsing with the corona of the sun. He carries a hammer, 6 feet in length. Its head, a star, glowing with the promise of his judgment. His face is powerful, inhumanly calm, and haloed with tightly braided black hair clasped in celestial gold rings. His armor a masterpiece of the high mountain, silver and sunsteel and runes of divine law burning along its seams. He casts no shadow. Calathorn, the Dawnhammer, has entered the battlefield.
I don't know where I am in relation to Flynn, but there would be the one from the tapestries. Holy shit!
I'm like, I think they've got it. I don't think they need us, really.
And just behind him, off to the side, a woman. One blue eye, another scarred and gray. Her own constellatory wings are unfurled, her long sword and short sword sheathed over her shoulders. Her metallic armor, with its purple hue, shines vibrantly, reflecting the light of the kin she has arrived with, as Thessaly joins your sides. Hello, dear.
Hi.
This is what I've been doing.
Thessaly.
So good to see you all.
Good.
Should we? And she pulls out her sword.
You've been busy.
Iona, I'll explain everything later.
Grand.
As she kind of like gestures over to one of the angelic figures that has arrived and is sort of stepping up near Calathorin. You see alabaster skin, but sort of black eyes that kind of leak down like ink at the corners. A very powerful angelic form. One that Thessaly has described to you all in the visions that she sometimes sees. I'll explain everything later, but it's been an interesting couple of days.
Do I see Silent?
As you look, you see the mason hand as Silent arrives, looks over at you, and quietly nods.
Of course he does.
Olma, that one right there. Do you see that angel right there?
I see lots of angels. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I see it.
It's not just me.
No, it's not just you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Seeker, your scroll is gold. Just kidding.
Yo. Good job. Not a good time, but good job.
You see, as the host of heaven arrives, and Famir turns to Edriel, excuse me, and she says, "My acolyte speaks true. They will move forward. They will continue. We will ensure it." And then she turns to Zachariel. "We made a bargain once, you and I." And she references you. "Let us do so again." And Edriel turns, her face twisting in rage. "Shut up, you old hag!" And she goes to raise her hands. You see as she erupts into darkness and throws herself against you and crashes into something solid. You see Zachariel, hand in hand with Latiel.
What?
Standing at the base of the ziggurat, hands outstretched. Zachariel turns to you. "Can't hold them for long, but we'll give you as much time as we can." And Latiel says, "One last dance, my love." And they kiss, and together they push back against the other three.
Oh my god.
As around you all now, darkness, lightning, the full fury of 3 of the new gods rains down, held back by the 2, as they try to give you time. The old gods turn to you. Fenra, approaches Thessaly. Always upon Elbor, darkness rises. And each time, a blade must meet it. You have been that blade. You did not falter. You showed no mercy to the wicked, not because you lacked compassion, but because you understood justice. You stood where others turned, holding the line when the light behind you was faint. Some cannot be redeemed, and still you did not waver. You climbed where the air was thin and the ground slick with blood. The path was narrow, the void close, yet you stayed the course. You bore this burden, not for glory, not for peace, but for the innocent. You gave all you had, but I ask one thing more. The mad god stirs, his prison falters. Go, be the blade that sunders him. And she lifts her spear. We will hold the line. Laurus approaches you, Seeker. As Fenra reaches up, you see a light begin to burgeon under her hand where her heart lies. As Laurus moves to you. Magic.
Magic.
It flows through Elbor, like breath through the lungs of the world, and through every path you have walked, be they quiet alleys or sacred halls. Your wonder at its miracles has never dimmed. You have worn many mantles, Gideon. Son, acolyte, apostate, thief, and traitor. But you have worn others too. Mentor. And he looks over. You see Kira huddling, but looking up at you. Shield. Brother. And friend. And through them all, one truth endured. You wielded my gift as it was meant to be wielded. With balance, with wisdom, with honor, with fire. You guarded my sacred flame, and never let your wonder of it falter. Even when lost, you reached for righteousness, for hope. Always you chose the journey, never the destination. And now your road brings you here, to its final threshold. So I give you this last gift. And he reaches up to his heart. Not power, but purpose. Take it, and with it cleanse Elbor of this great evil. Elduria. You were not born into peace. You were forged in flames and grief and shadow. But still you have bloomed. Through every loss, through every wound you've chosen to reach toward the sun. I saw you bury your sorrow beneath the soil, and from it coax beauty. I saw you tend to my children, even the harshest and most brutal of them. You think to Pages, to the Caristro that even now lies imprisoned. Not because they could serve, but because they mattered. This is life. Not the easy rhythm of seasons, but the aching, fragile, and radiant choice to begin again. To nurture, to forgive, to love when all is pain. You carry my spirit, not my power, but you carry my persistence. In your growth, in wild defiance of despair. And so I give to you the last of what I am. Not roots, nor branches, tempest or tide, but a seed. Take it, let it flower into something new. And when the world is quiet again, help it grow. And she reaches up to her heart. A tear. Long ago, in a small corner of this world, I first saw the spark in you. A hunger for power, true. But beyond that, for understanding. Always, Flynn Fellowweave, you have pursued knowledge. Always you have pushed beyond the boundaries of what was known, refusing the comfort of ignorance that so many wear like a shroud, smothering wonder and choking truth. You have paid dearly for your learnings. You have seen that some truths carry a cost too high, and some powers are not meant to be held. And still, you pressed on. You did not yield. You fought, mind, body, and soul. You learned. So I say to you, continue. Seek, learn, grow. Let no veil fall over your mind and no lie take root in your heart. Knowledge is the truest power we possess, so long as it serves not the self, but the betterment of all. Hold fast to this. Let it guide you now, as it always has, whether you knew it or not. And he reaches up to his heart. Long have you walked these roads of Elbor, bearing my light wherever your feet have fallen. You have brought hope to the hopeless. You have mended what was broken. You have borne the grief of our children upon your shoulders and delivered the suffering from shadow. You fought to preserve the light in all things, even in those the world would cast into darkness. In the early days of the fall, when my light waned, still you carried it forward, even if you stumbled. It is in all of us to falter. Even I have known failure. We, and she turns to the rest of them, have known failure. But we endure. We rise again. For light lives in all things. And so long as one soul dares to fight for it, that beacon can never truly be extinguished. And now, here at the edge of all things, I see no worthier vessel. Carry my light. Be the beacon you always have been. And do what we could not. End him. And save them all. And together, the gods reach to their chests and pull forth brilliant, blinding white light. And they push it into each one of you in turn. Warmth floods into you. Awareness floods into you. Not thought, awareness. As though the veil between self and everything else is suddenly torn away, and you are no longer in Elbor. You are of it. You feel every heartbeat here in Primordia, every soul, every flicker of life, dust goblin, bird, insect, and the tiny, tiny bacteria that lie sleeping beneath the sun-scorched stone. You feel the seeds, cracked and brittle, still waiting for rain that may never come. The waste unfolds before you in your mind's eye as that awareness extends outward. Valleys, gulches, salt flats, and broken craters, and beyond them the drylands, the hills, forests, rivers, the spines of the ancient mountains, the song of the sea, a small splash of vibrant life and something dark and ancient upon the water far to the east. But that is not for you to know, not now. All of it becomes known to you, not as names on a map, but as limbs, as familiar to you as the lines in your palms at the sound of your own breath. The world knows you, and you know it in turn. It sings. The power within you hums an answer, rising like a second heartbeat. You are not its protector. You are part of it, and it is a part of you. And then you feel it. The wound. The rent at the center of this continent. Close to you now. A slash in the skin of Elbor. You do not need to look. You know. You remember. Not from history, but from somewhere deeper and someplace older. And the name comes to you. Volshrakar. Falls into your minds like a stone in still water, a name you never knew but have always carried, and you know his prison and the bonds upon it. Old, strong, meant to last until the end of time. They do not last. You feel it more than you hear. The bonds. As this transfer of power takes place, and the last vestiges of restraint on Vasronath fall away, and the bonds upon him shatter. You have moments, and with those moments a choice. You are not mortal now. Not entirely.
Holy shit.
And you all have a chance. What will you do?
Our flight is still good to go, right? Like we're still flying?
I got my wings.
We have transcended.
I feel like that, yeah.
You feel you can go anywhere.
Holy shit. Up, I guess.
But
Yeah.
a step for you will take you anywhere in Elbor.
Let's finish this.
I'll move into the rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it seem like I have a moment to say something?
For you guys?
For us.
Yeah.
Yeah. After all this happens, really quick. And I'll go and an epiphany comes to me and I'll reach into my bag and go with me. I know that's a pine cone, but I'll pull out some of the acorns.
Yeah.
I pull out a group of acorns and I'll turn to the group and I'll just be like, I collected these a long time ago when we were in the forest and we were trying to figure things out and it didn't seem to look so good. And I got them and I handed one to you, Wilma. Basically, I just wanted to say that this is a reminder that, whatever we go through, challenges, tribulations, all that, we've done it again and again through this journey. And no matter how dark it's gonna get in there, no matter if it feels like all hope is lost, we can pull through. We can do this, just like we did before. And I hand one to each of them. If we work together, we'll succeed. Now, who are we? Come on, just give it to me.
You had me until then, Flynn. We're the agents of repair.
Agents of repair.
Yeah, we are!
I've never been more confident in anything. Let's kill an ancient god.
Let's do it.
And, I'll pull everyone with me.
Yeah, I'll think
I'll
about
sort of,
going towards
lead
that
the way.
rip.
Yeah, I just want to blink.
Exactly, but
I just want to blink into
I will
it.
blink there.
As you look behind you, you see as the barrier that Zachariel and Latiel have been holding is beginning to break. And you see as the five old gods, now mortal in many ways, step forward and alight with their magics. As they join the fray, you see the clash, you hear the echoes of thunder as the angels of heaven mount their assault on the new gods, and Primordia becomes a battleground.
If I may, as we go, I'd love to send a message to Thalis
Okay.
with an image of Kira. Protect her. Keep her safe.
As you reach out for that connection between you and Thalis, you feel it intimately. And you speak telepathically. The image flows across this shared consciousness, and you ask him to protect Kira. They affirm. You don't walk. You flow like water. With thought, movement is had. You are no longer bound by your corporeal forms, no longer bound by the rules of mortals. You think, and it is. You shift forward into the breach here in the world of Elbor, and you push through, leaving Elbor behind. A dissonance assaults you immediately, a sense of deep and pervading wrongness. This place is anathema to you and what you are. It is a different force. In many ways, older, more ancient. You push through, thought and form flowing as one. You slip between this rent in the realms, and this new power hums beneath your skin. You race over shattered ground, your awareness again extending outward and around you. You see a broken spit of land suspended in darkness. Towering spires of obsidian and black iron claw toward a sky with no stars, no sun, no direction, only void. And its name also comes to you. The Cradle of Echoes.
Oh, what?
And at the center of this place, a mountain rises, so vast, it almost defies perception. You know that this is the place that was meant to contain him. The place the power in you forged a long time ago. To trap his magic, his madness, and let it echo endlessly inward. And never leave. And the mountain ahead of you cracks and shatters. A thunderous, seismic scream shakes the fabric of the void around you, and veins of blinding blue erupt from the wound in the face of the mountain. Pure temporal force. And the last vestige of the bonds fail. He's free.
Ugh.
And he unfolds. You see first a ribbon of sapphire flame tear through the breach. There's no heat, just pressure. A sound like a billion clocks shattering in reverse as time unspools and reforms around him as he emerges. He is ancient and yet newborn. A naked, thin, regal form, skin shimmering in shades of midnight blue and platinum. In his eyes, galaxies that spin in counterpoint to one another. Even your vision, this new power granted to you, blurs around him. Your sense of time bends, but you know, intimately, that this is ancient. Almost beyond comprehension, powerful beyond reckoning. Even with you, for you, in your new forms, with this new power, he's an even match for all of you. And over this blasted landscape, you see as he flows forward, he is distant and then near, in an instant. You see the twin galaxies spiraling in his eyes. Here we are, again. And his lips curl into a smile. New sparks. New faces. Same silence. Same hesitation. You feel it now, don't you? The weight. The shape of this world on your shoulders. The divine breath in your lungs. The burden of the covenant. I was there, you know. There when we began. When we carved Elbor from whence it came like a wound excised from flesh. We sealed it away. Swore never to destroy it or one another. So many of our siblings had thrown their lives on Titanfall. We wished for peace. We wished for harmony amongst us. That was the law. That was the pact. They're gone now. All of them. I only wanted to help them. To protect them. But they betrayed me. They betrayed me. You betrayed me. You've already done it. I see all the ends, but never my own. Never my own.
Do you see an end after this one?
I can only hope. I can only dream.
We can show you your end.
You think this time is different? That you are different? You won't kill me. You never do. Some of you turn, some of you fail, one of you leaves. There's always the worst. The power is too much.
I think you're confusing us. We didn't steal this spark from your past gods. They're down there still. This was a gift.
They gave it to us.
And we're here to end this cycle. One we never fought to start or continue. And that's the difference. Don't you want it to end? Aren't you tired?
So very tired. So very tired.
We're ready to repair. Repair what Elbor should have been. when you first thought of it.
When you created the Covenant, you created a tear between Elbor and the rest of the fabric of the weave.
We only wanted to keep it safe.
And you have. But now, it's not safe. Not isolated as it is. And not with this brutal, hateful cycle.
It's time for change.
Sometimes to fix a thing, you've got to let it
break. Yes. Yes, it must be broken. Elbor must be broken for me to find my end. Thank you. You will help me. We will break it together. As it was meant to be.
Yes.
And he flows away. You feel him beginning to leave this place.
I'd like to extend a hand. Like, I don't know exactly what my corporeal self is, but in essence, I would like to extend my hand out to the outcast.
Do you say anything?
Vasronath.
Pauses.
People of Elbor call you the outcast. Be cast out no longer. Sunder this. Undo this sundering. And release this void of power.
We're ready to end the Covenant. And we'll do it with you. All of us. And I look at everybody. I look at the rest of the Agents of Repair.
We can help.
The price.
We'll pay it.
Will you?
What is death? To a god. Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh!
29.
Holy shit.
That was one away from a crit.
Nice.
He flows towards you. You feel the weight of time. 1,000,000 destinies fulfilled, unfulfilled.
This hand, this arm, is not my own. It is a thing of one mortal's desire to take the world back from something it didn't understand, and another's desire to heal that misunderstanding. It is both a vessel of connection and also something that I surrendered. Something of myself that I gave up to a greater thing.
We gave something to be greater.
Let there be more.
You will die.
But what is death?
To an agent of repair.
And he takes your hand. I've always fought, hoping they would kill me, hoping I might see the end. Finally, I'd like to go.
Follow me.
see his tears leak from the galaxies of his eyes as he takes your hand. Agents of Repair, how do you undo Vasronath?
Yeah, you start it. You have your
So as I take his hand, I sort of like draw him into the rest of us so that we all might sort of like like embrace him. And I will try to embrace to the sight beyond sight, the agony of time and what the visions of the void in the sacred octagon gave me, the feeling of the weight of endless space and the conflict of mortality against the adversary that is time. And I will try to like lift that burden, receive, like bear that burden with him, like pull it from his shoulders, and counter it with the beacons of light that are infinitesimal moments of love and joy and kindness and spontaneity and the light reflecting from people's eyes as they meet and embrace and get to know each other and argue and have falling outs and grow old and pass and mourn and hope, and try to use that collision as a means of mending the divide between us.
As you take on the burden of every end, every beginning, every diverged choice, you feel the weight of it settle on your shoulders. The sudden, even in your current state, even with the divine awareness that you now carry, you feel the pressure of it. The sheer density of what it must be like to see so much. And you take it on and you replace it as you try to make a god remember why he did this in the first place.
Darkness is not the absence of light, just the distance between 2 points of it.
And you feel, more than anything, a piece of him unravel. Who's next?
I'll go up. They're holding hands, right?
I
And
believe.
I've kind of like pulled him in,
Yeah.
you know,
float
effectively
above.
into like a group hug.
Yeah,
You float above this broken expanse of the abyss.
Yeah, I'll kind of just float up. I'll just like float up so I'm like shoulder to shoulder. And I'll just put my arm, I'll take my hand with the chain around it, and I'll place it on Vasronath's wrist that he's holding Kellick's hand with, and I'll connect that link as the chain starts to kind of glow and ashes flicker off of it, and also green mist. And I get a flood of memories and power, pressure, I'm assuming, and I channel that into the thoughts and memories of my life. And I start to share them with Vasronath. Everyone I've seen, almost in an instant. Everyone I've seen, everyone I've been around, every problem I've had, every triumph I've overcome, and I've overcome a lot of triumphs. And I will show him the little moments of friendship between the Iron Light from my recruits, moments of us growing as a party, people we've met and friends we've made, and those small connections throughout Elbor. And hopefully impress on him the importance of them, and to show him this is what we're saving, this is what we're fighting for. Is the people and those little moments of happiness and glee and hope. As you channel that in.
As you join hands with Kellic in a different way, a different perspective, a different lens through which all of this is seen, and joining with Kellic's, the small moments that you both impart. You also take on a portion of the terrible burden that this being has carried. And now as you are both filled with this awareness, you see how far back it goes.
Yeah.
Millennia upon millennia, eons. Could you imagine for a moment knowing so much that might happen, good, bad, indifferent, and being paralyzed by the fear of what might come, every bad outcome, every terrible thing? What would that do to a mind? You take it on, and you show him light. Another piece unravels as he... and tears continue to leak from his eyes.
Seeing these two, I'll just put my hand into the... on top of the embrace that you have. But first I'll pull it back, hold it up, and the rope of friendship will appear, just kind of levitating above my hand. And I'll take it and fix it around his neck. And I want to surround us all in a ball of magic.
Yeah, you do.
Changing between all of the colors of the rainbow, all 8 schools of magic, and inside it, seeing the weight land on him and then land on him, essentially casting something like a time stop within a time stop within a time stop, but keeping us free, keeping him free, to try and lessen the burden on all of us of this immense weight of time. And look him in his eyes. Brother, this magic is all of us. It is from us. We are of it. But it is for all of us.
Seeker, as you use the power that Laurus has given you, command over the weave itself, you use magic to create a moment, a bubble in time. The weight of this cosmic force, this relentless, slow-marching inevitability, but a moment with magic. You lift that burden from your friends, from him, and a piece you see as there's if a god can breathe, an intake of breath, as the tears redouble, the relief, terrible burden of it all, for just a moment, vanishes. And his eyes lock onto yours. It has been so long since someone called me brother.
I will move my whatever exists of me in this space to be eye to eye with him. And I will put my hand on his shoulder And I will remember the brief moment of getting to say goodbye and how special and hard it can be, but the closure that it brings. And I will, in touching him, hopefully, and you can tell me if I can, be able to extend my consciousness out to see what his cohort would have looked like. Every single one of his original cycle. And I will use Ilduria's spark to translate seeming, but expand it into a rotation so that I can embody each of his original cycle, to give him just that brief moment that I had of a peaceful goodbye. And I will move as I am embodying those gods, I will move my hand from his shoulder to his face to wipe away a tear. And I'll say, it's time. You can say goodbye now.
You see, as around you, and with the divine awareness in you, as you reach out your consciousness to his, names begin to flood into you. Siltharen. You sense a force of nurturing, of growth, not unlike your own power. A woman, the smallest seeds to the grandest forests, harmony, renewal, rejuvenation. You see a beautiful form draped in leaves, vines, sea mist, cloud, all of the elements of nature. In her eyes, tempests that reflect as she looks with a smile upon her friend. You see a male, blue and white skin, this powerful form. Behind him gathers the strength of a hurricane. Orun Valeth, god of the sky and storms. See a small gnome-looking type of creature named Kyle Modi. In his eyes glimmer all the secrets that Elbor has ever known, and a wisdom that carries with it the weight of ages. See another female form, and from her, a deep and abiding sense of peace. Tira Galain, the goddess of peace and harmony. And another, weighted with magic, Eldrani Vorn, the goddess of magic and creation. And among them, unburdened as much by time, you see a different version of the creature between you. He seems at peace, happy with his brothers and sisters. You see as they all come together, they embrace. You see the covenant created, the moment of its inception, where these 6 gods pledged themselves to one another to protect what little they could as wars raged around them beyond the scope of anything you could ever imagine. Together, they wanted to save just this little piece. And they did, for a time. And you feel love. As you wipe the tear from his face, you see he smiles as he remembers the humans they created, the creations, big and small, the things that they fought for, lived for, and the friendship they all bore. As Thessaly joins you on the other side, lays her hand on his chest. You can rest now. There's no scream, no shattering of pain, no cry of anguish. Just a stillness, deep and profound and peaceful. And then a ripple as something snaps, and you feel the reverberation through your beings, as if a thread you've always carried has suddenly gone slack. Power within you and him, kin to one another, begins to fade. There is a sigh, not a breath, but a release, as his form, blue and powerful and terrible, folds in on itself. And a cascade of blue light erupts outward and away, a tide of unmade time racing out into the void around you. And he is gone. Undone. And high above Elbor, something ancient fades. It is not a shattering, not a tear. It's like the slow vanishing of the mist as dawn awakens. The veil lifts, and the covenant unravels. The laws once written by vanished gods are no more. For with the undoing of Vasronath, the power within you begins to fade. Not all at once. There is no pain, but gradually. Like candles burning low, their purpose fulfilled. Your awareness is drawn outward, away from this place, as you suddenly fade back and you see yourselves once again above Elbor. It's drawn outward, beyond the sun you see now in the center as Elbor orbits around it. You feel the pull of something long lost. The laws Vasronath and his kin once tampered with begin to right themselves, and beneath you Elbor moves. It accelerates along its long-forgotten orbit, drawn by gravity, by design. Comes around the curve of the sun, accelerating, and you see it. There, opposite, blue, green, vibrant, and alive. Another sphere, something large, a vacancy, somehow you know, at its heart. They draw closer together. In that final moment, Elbor fades, not in light, but in form. And you see as its coastlines, its mountains, its shape, as Elbor itself is etched upon the face of the world it originally came from. And the two become one.
Oh, God.
What just happened?
And in your last breath of godhood, you see a new tapestry unfold beneath you.
Exists
It's-
somewhere else.
it's-
Earth was flat, but it was
What is
because it was
this?
part of a sphere.
Wait, what is this?
Wait, what?
What is this?
And you see beneath you blue, green, and vibrant.
Yo.
Whoa.
Where are we?
Wait, that's Elbor.
Oh,
But
my-
that's not That's more than Elbor. That's
That's a lot of Elbor.
what is this?
The sister world. The twin world that these gods took Elbor from.
Yeah.
Its people. Its many facets. They brought it somewhere they could protect.
Oh, wait.
That's us right there.
Fucking way
The
that.
tiny one?
We're the little one.
And as the covenant
We're the baby.
is unmade, the isolation that Elbor has been under these many years is ended. And it returns once more.
What?
And we just And we just drop
And
into a
you
new.
see it. You see it spread out beneath you.
Oh my God.
Red and green and blue and beautiful. Your divine awareness begins to fade. Like the tide returning out to a cosmic sea. And something returns. The power of the covenant, once sacrificed, loosed upon the stars. For millennia it held. It sealed Elbor away. It preserved it. It hid it. It kept it safe. But in doing so, it took from its creators, Vasronath and the rest, the other 5 who stood with him. But now that power returns to the only vessels that it may remember. You feel it race through the void and you see them. Famir, her silhouette lit by dawn's light. Her eyes alight as old power surges back into her. Zachriel, his face hidden, his divinity fading as suddenly he is filled once more. Laurus, cloaked in his shifting flame, once again, as what was held in the covenant, the pieces of divinity that kept it there, now released, like I said, returns to the only vessels it has known. The memory of it etched within them. Fenra, Atir, Sidriel, Latiel, Edriel. All of them returning.
All of them? Well, they got a lot more world to deal with, I guess. Holy shit.
They are all stronger now. Not restored to what they were, but they have become something new. And as your spark and the spark of the covenant flows back to them, there is something within you all that remains. As that power leaks away from you, you have one act, one chance to do something with the power of godhood.
Don't do this to me right now.
Oh my God.
And whatever you choose, as you fall back to Elbor, this moment is yours.
That's a lot.
Now, this is a lot to drop on you guys,
Yeah.
if you would like. Perhaps the last choices that you all make in the final moments of divinity, you can keep to yourselves, and we'll find out later exactly what it is.
That.
What do the agents of repair do?
Is this essentially like a wish spell?
Kind of like a wish or a divine intervention.
Oh, man.
There's one way, one thing each of you can do upon the face of Elbor as divinity fades from you. Would you like to wait?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
I like that.
I mean,
Each of you expand your power outwards, the last gasps of it fleeing you. Do something. What? We will learn at some later time. But you fall. Elbor rushes up to meet you. Its vast greens and blues obscure and occlude your vision until all is white light. You float there for a moment, for an eternity, and gentle light envelops you. Feel arms beneath you. Something takes your weight. As consciousness slowly returns, you feel grass beneath you. Sunlight on your face. You open your eyes. You see yourselves in a small glen just outside of the shadowed timberland. Lying on your backs in the grass. And as you look up, you see 3 moons in the sky.
1, 2, 3.
There's 3 of them, Secret.
There's 3. Yeah. Okay. Just
Gonna need to add some more rings to the symbol.
Did we, as Elbor did its thing, went back?
Mm-hmm.
Did we, by chance, get a name of the sister world in our consciousness?
That is to be determined.
Whoa. That's DM Seth's secret wish.
Whoa. Interesting.
What?
So we're in the Shadowed Timberland, which is right outside of...
We're just outside the Shadowed Timberland.
Just outside of the Shadowed Timberland, north of Addersfeld.
We've been here before.
Well, kind of where it all started.
Yeah.
Except not.
That was wild.
I'll look out towards, I don't know if I can see it from here, but I'll look out towards the way that I know Coalcrest is.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything? I don't know if I'm able to see, I don't know if it's kind of raised up. Can I see that direction? Does it look?
As you look to the horizon, at the edge of your vision, you see the river snaking its way down, the ribbon of silver.
Mm.
Take a walk? Check it out?
I kind of just want to sit here for a second.
I just kind of want to make sure everything's real right now.
I pinch Flynn.
Ow! Not like that!
I'll pinch him. I'll pinch you as well.
Stop it!
Seems kind of real.
Yeah, to me now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
My mage hand will stick its finger in your ear.
Ew! Stop it! I was a god! Whoa.
I guess he meant a sort of more metaphysical death than...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that part died. Or
Yes,
went somewhere.
that piece of the old gods. I look up at the sky again.
Mm-hmm.
That means she's still here.
Mm-hmm. But so are they.
Yes. But maybe now they'll see their folly.
Probably not.
If we know anything about gods, probably not.
Can you just talk to him and ask him? We literally just
When
did.
I feel like it, Flynn.
Okay, yeah, whenever you feel like it. It's
Why
not like
don't I
we
just send a message to the Queen?
yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, no,
The
it's
grass
probably
feels
fine.
kind of nice right now.
You're right. And I lay back down.
How do we feel? Do we feel any lingering contract? Do we feel like we have satisfied?
Oh, forgot about that.
As you reach out
Oh,
to sort
God.
of feel
Oh, God.
if there's any sort of residual anything. You don't feel anything.
Flynn, you don't still feel kind of dark and spooky, do you?
Well, no, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think about it.
You think we did it?
I
Satisfied the contract?
mean, I think so, right? It was to get rid of him, right? By our means, and we kind of were the ones that did it. So.
Uh-huh.
We did.
Yes, I don't know how much of a stickler our patron is going to be, but the outcast is gone by our hand.
Should
What do
be-
you think they got out of it?
We'll find that out.
Well, all of this?
More divinity to steal.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's a few more gods now that can probably take care of it.
I think what we've learned then is that can't leave it to the gods.
As you think back to the last moments of your divine awareness,
Mm-hmm.
you felt the sort of resurgence, the return of power to the gods that you know. But in those last few moments, you remember others? watching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something not unlike you. Distant, but observing.
Mm-hmm.
Consciousnesses not unlike your own, but unfamiliar to you. Many of them. The map has changed in more ways than one.
Gosh, I think maybe a walk is in order.
Yeah.
Maybe some dinner?
Lemon pastry
was
sounds pretty good right
Just
now.
about to suggest, is anyone else hungry?
So hungry.
Bet,
I could
yes.
also use a bed.
Kind of do like this grass, but...
Guys,
What?
we repaired it.
Aye,
Yeah.
we did.
What now?
We put Elbor back together with the place it came from.
Yeah.
I walk over and give Tesla a big hug.
Takes your hug. Hello, Taka.
I'll come up on the side and grab a hug too.
Yeah. She reaches an arm down.
It's good to see you.
Well, come on. We might
Yeah.
She just calls everybody.
Get in here.
Yeah,
At the end
bashfully
is-
join in.
As like little, and her head's over the secret shoulder. Her eyes find yours, and she just reaches out a hand, pulls you in.
I'll hold them.
As you all sit there in your hug.
We missed you.
I missed you too. I have a lot to tell you.
We didn't get up to much, so
Of course not. I mean, you were.
Where did you leave Eldra when you went off with the angels?
See, Eldra is in a very nice cage in the Queen's residence.
Put
She's
her in a
just fine.
cage?
It's more of a room, really. She'll be all right, I promise.
Doesn't like cages.
I'm sorry. I could. What was I supposed to do? I didn't know where you were. I knew where I was going. We'll talk about it later. She's fine, I'm sure.
Taka about it. Anyway.
Oh, Flynn. Oh. So, well, dinner?
dinner,
Dinner.
and then we can talk about what's next.
Yeah.
You know, but I think we don't have an immediate threat to the whole world to deal with.
Yeah, don't say it because maybe.
I know we are really close to Addersfell, Flynn, but is there any chance? I don't know how you're feeling. Is there any chance we can have dinner in Sunplume?
Yes, Alma. I think we should.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I will look. I don't know where we are exactly, DM, but we knew that the peace meeting was happening at Coldcrest.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to. Yeah.
Which I guess I'd just like to look out over the landscape and see, because this was some crazy DM destroyed this whole area.
Yeah, who would have done that?
I don't know who might have done that, but but I would like to see just what the state of this place is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
As you look out to the horizon, like I said, you see off to from where you guys are, it's a little west and a little south. Just at the edge of your vision, you see the ribbon of the river that Coldcrest Outpost sat upon. And you see spread out kind of towards you guys on this eastern side of that river, you see a big collection of tents above them floating. You can't quite make out the sigil, but you can see the colors, and you see the familiar colors of Ondale. And you see this big expanse of tents, and from this distance it's hard to tell, but you do see what looks like figures milling about, all outside and all looking up at the sky.
Yeah.
That's what you see.
And what time is it about?
It's dusk.
Okay.
Evening now.
Okay.
Probably 6 5 or 6, the sun is beginning to set in the west.
Okay.
The 3 moons have risen in the sky.
Oh, because 3 moons, okay.
I think.
Yeah, that's probably
know.
Yeah, the whole sky moved around them. Yeah.
So dinner, right? To go eat.
Right.
Maybe
hungry.
sleep.
Let's see what Keeper's up to.
Yeah. Oh,
We all
yeah.
have our rooms. There's plenty of space.
Mhm.
And then we can decide what to do from there. You all are welcome to stay for as long as you want.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
A generous benefactor. And I assume my hand is basically the same as it was.
It is completely and totally up to you.
Yeah, because they got their power back. But
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I think maybe in terms of its level of desiccation, it's like slightly less. It's like a slightly more whole thing, but it's still very much the same with the golden rings within it and a pretty raw burn that's still got this the mesh of the sleeve around it. Girus! And I'll cast Word of Recall.
And you're all sucked into Kellick's palm as under magic, you are whooshed away to the familiar grounds of Sunplume. You arrive in the living room of Olma's ancestral home. And you just hear, "You're all here! Wondrous!"
Yes.
And we'll pick up there. Well, I guess we won't. We will see what the future holds for the Agents of Repair. As in the coming days and weeks, all the people of Elbor tell stories about the strange figures that appeared in the sky, the blue, and these faces that so many of them do not know. In the weeks that follow the breaking of the Covenant and what is being hailed very quickly and named as the Convergence, the world begins to breathe again. High above, the sky has changed. 3 moons now grace the heavens, marking the reunion of worlds long sundered. From the far edges of the sea, strange sails appear on Elbor's horizon. Ships from unknown coasts, their crews speaking languages long lost or never heard. They do not come as conquerors, but seekers, children of this new world. On land, change sweeps across the continent of Elbor. With the truth of War Minister Wraithbrew's treachery laid bare and his true name Corvin Amberstone exposed, the tenuous peace talks gain new footing. With him gone, and the perception of the divine now changed once again, peace becomes possible for the first time in 30 years. In Kaldor, politics shift. Some provinces, tired of compromise and wounded by betrayal, cede in the peace. It is not violent. It's a thing of contracts and agreements and treaties. The nation doesn't break, merely evolves. Far from courtrooms and capitals, the healing begins in earnest. The Temple of Famir dispatches its acolytes across the scarred plains, restoring limbs, mending wounds, and kindling light in the hearts of those broken by this conflict. The Temple of Laurus follows, undoing spells of war, dismantling engines of destruction, and weaving peace into the shattered bones of these battlefields. The Iron Light Sentinels are honored for their part in the last days of the war. Their name becomes synonymous with safety, clarity, and courage. Children play as sentinels in the streets, wooden swords in hand, protecting their imagined worlds. And in the orchard-shadowed town of Sunplume, the Agents of Repair gather once more. The table is modest, the food familiar. Stewed apples, warm bread, mushroom soup. There is laughter, bickering, and the passing of plates. There are no gods here anymore.
Did you
Yes.
notice that Famir appeared first?
And then the rest of the guns. I just want to make that abundantly clear.
Tinker, you hear that? Pamir's better.
Right.
No gods here any longer. Just family. Thank you, guys. I love y'all so bad.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Seth.
We'll see what happens to our agents of repair. We come back. Talk about what journeys they get up to.
Yeah.
Good job, gang.
You
Hope you enjoyed it.
It was amazing.
Oh, my God.
Thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed playing. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you next time. Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds. Hey, nerds. Shane here. Thanks so much for joining us on this adventure. And we'll see you in the next one when Venture Forth continues. Bye, nerds.